Checking out the little shops, whatever's still open in Keystone. Jane says the population, you saw a sign, said how many people?
240.
That come in here during the summer season, and then they close down in mid-October.
What's this?
Pretzel bites.
And this?
Today is September 21st, 2025. This is day 25 of our Most Excellent Adventure. And we're heading, well, to Keystone first. We drove through there last night after we left the Mount Rushmore Memorial, which was really great. We toured the small museum that was there. We were about an hour and a half or so, maybe even more than that, early for the lighting ceremony. But during the lighting ceremony, they explained a lot more of the history, and then talked about sacrifice that has been made for our freedoms, and really focused on that.
It begins at 8 p.m. with a 10-minute ranger program, followed by the movie Freedom: America's Lasting Legacy.
And in the end, it was a very moving tribute to the service members who are in attendance, veterans, and those who have actually given their lives to defend our freedoms.
Of those on stage tonight, some are currently serving our nation, some have served previously, and some have lost a loved one in the service. We have invited them all on stage tonight to publicly recognize the sacrifices they have made. Thank you for your service.
And it was really a great lighting ceremony. Oops, hold on, there's people in the middle of the trail here.
We don't want to be on TV. This is a no pet area.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying.
This is a no pet area. You see, it says right there on the sign.
If you come the wrong way, you don't see that sign again.
Yeah, no pets. Funny. No pets allowed. Keep out. Stay away. Where I was before. Oh, by the way, the camera is in my hand, and I'm driving. I'm inside the RV resort. So once we get on the road, I won't do that. Yeah. So it was a great tribute. Forgot where I was going. So last night on the way back, we drove through Keystone, a little tiny town, which, I mean, it was on the map. We never really paid much attention to it because we hadn't seen a lot of information on it. But then as we were going through, it seemed like a neat little town just to check out. Probably got a lot of visitors, a lot of tourists because of Mount Rushmore, which was one of the reasons why it was built in the first place, was to increase tourism to the area, which it certainly did. It looked like a neat town, so that's where we're going to head today. And then we're going to head up to Spearfish Canyon, a little farther up, to just see the views, maybe see some animals, hopefully see some animals this time. Actually, we've seen more on the road, back and forth, deer, things like that. The one thing I wanted to tell you is this morning, speaking of animals, first thing this morning, Jane whispers to me, I'm writing in a little log, and Jane whispers to me, "There's a rabbit outside." So I open the door, and sure enough, there's a rabbit about 10 feet, literally 10 feet outside the door, and then he hopped away. So
it's our wildlife.
That's
today.
our wildlife. Yeah, well, probably for the whole trip.
We'll see what we see.
Yeah.
Or don't see.
Or don't see.
As the case may be.
And the thing that's really been making me upset, the thing that's really been bothering me, which I really wanted to see up close, which we did the last time we were at Custer State Park, and all around here, was the pronghorn. The pronghorn. The only time we've seen them up close was when we came here last time. They were in front of the vehicle, off to the side of the road right here. No, the only time we've seen them now is as we're driving down the interstate.
He's a little hung up on
pronghorn. Yeah. But driving down the interstate, and they're out on the hillside about a quarter mile away, and they stand out like a sore thumb. You know, you'd think the animals, like deer, elk, bear, they're camouflaged to be, one with the surroundings. No, pronghorn, way up on the hill, the light-colored bodies and everything else standing out against the dark green background, and they're out there going, "Puka puka, you can't see me, I'm so far away, you can't get a good photograph of me." So that's why I'm angry.
Like I said, he's got to work through this issue.
Anger management issues. I'm going to have to go to counseling afterwards.
Anyway.
Is there such a thing? Pronghorn counseling?
Yeah. There's going to be. We'll check in later.
Checking out the little shops, whatever's still open in Keystone. Jane says the population, you saw a sign, said how many people?
240.
240 people. But it looks like obviously there's a lot more that come in here during the summer season, and then they close down in mid-October. Backpacks, hiking sticks. Yeah, check this out.
Please use other door.
Other door. There's another door down here. Iron Mountain Road. Yeah, that's what I wondered about that. 17 miles, 314 curves. I thought there were 200. 14 switchbacks, 3 pigtails, 3 tunnels, 2 splits. Oh yeah, the splits where we went side to side, and then 4 presidents. Yeah, exactly. That was great. You should buy that for me. Not gonna happen? Jane? Fred? I think I should get that. Actually, I've got a lot of stuff, a lot of souvenirs this time around. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get too much more. Although. Oh, I need one of those cowboy hats. I just know if I got it, it'd be dirty. Trying to fit in. What do you think? No, what do you
Anyway.
think? I think it looks good. I like it. The quality of your restrooms indicates the quality of your town. I'm telling you this. It was the worst restroom, I think, a public restroom I've been in ever. 2 of us just walked out. We said it was more sanitary to not wash our hands there than it was just to leave. It's terrible. I mean, just awful. And that just.
I did not go in to the ladies' room.
Oh no. Yeah,
I didn't.
Goodness,
I wasn't going in anyway, but.
Oh, it was. I'll get some hand sanitizer once we get in the truck, but that was terrible. Never experienced. I mean, a pit toilet.
By the way, we're in Keystone.
Yeah, Keystone, yeah, South Dakota. Basically, a pit toilet in a national park literally is more sanitary than this bat restroom that I would just awful. Anyway, rant over, which I never do, by the way. I never disparage a town or whatever, but man, this one deserved it. Nasty. Did I say nasty? Oh. If you haven't turned around at least once, it's not an adventure. We were attempting to go to the Pactola Visitors Center on our way to Spearfish Canyon, and it was about 25 or so miles out of, maybe not even that long, out of Keystone. So we wanted to stop there. There's a nice little rest area, which was a little bit more hygienic,
maybe
you might say. We're hoping. So we ended up turning down and said, oh, the visitor center up ahead. So we took a left, and next thing you know, we're 1.5 miles down some side road. Nice road, narrow of course, like they all are out here.
Winding.
And they ended up turning around and getting right back onto a construction area that we just passed through. Actually, we almost completely finished passing through. There we go.
So true to John's motto.
Yep, if you haven't turned around at least once, it's not an adventure. Oh, look how close it is. There we go.
Oh my God.
Open during business hours. Oh yeah, it's Pactola Visitor Center, closed for the season. I'm not laughing. Yes, I am. Nice place to rest for a bit. We're going to be driving right across that dam, I believe. Actually, this is a CCC, a Civilian Conservation Corps camp area. Established, what's that? 5/18/1933. We're driving across the Pactola Dam. We drove through the gorge of Spearfish Canyon, with rocky cliffs lining both sides of the roadway, making for a very scenic drive that had us slowing down just to take it all in. Water poured from the high cliff faces all along the way, cascading down into Spearfish Creek below. We stopped often to enjoy the views and carefully watched for any signs of wildlife as we made our way through the canyon. I was thirsty. I was thirsty. Jane made me drive all that way through Spearfish Canyon. We made multiple stops, and it was terrible, terrible. I was so parched. I had to actually stop. We had a taster and then a real brew, and Jane got a wine, and yeah, crazy stuff.
Waiting for pretzel bites.
Yeah, waiting for pretzel bites. Yeah, famished, starved. I'm weak.
Does he look famished?
I'm weak.
Weak?
And Fred had a busy day this morning.
He had a meltdown in the truck. So
So he stayed in the truck. You know, we'll talk to him later. Oh, look at that. Look at these. They're great.
And what is that? What's this?
Pretzel bites.
And this?
Queso.
White queso.
White queso. And then stone ground mustard. Ooh. Oh boy. Mmm. Mmm.
I'm eating.
I do while you're eating.
White queso.
Good stuff. Fred, if you're listening, you're missing out.
Should have come in.
Should come in. Cheers, Fred. Crossing the street here in Deadwood.
Wait.
I don't want to wait.
Wait.
I don't want to wait.
Wait.
I don't want to wait.
Wait.
Oh, darn. I'm impatient. I don't want to wait. Ready? Go. I look across. I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to get hit by something. Motorcycle, side by side, camper.
Pick one.
Pick one. It's the Wild West. Checking out these carvings. This is good stuff. If you're enjoying this video, please click on the like button at the bottom. It lets us know that you enjoy them and to keep making more. Also, check out our other videos on the channel. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. It's free. Deadwood may be famous for its Old West legends, but it also had a notorious side. As the gold rush transformed this frontier town, brothels became part of its history and remained here until the final establishments were closed in 1980.
I like all the benches. People can sit down.
Yep. Prada. Okay. Should get one of those t-shirts for you. It says, I pooped today. Okay, go inside that, no? Hey, it's 7 o'clock at night. It's about 7 after 7. My voice is a little scratchy. I've got the leftover remnants of a cold that I've had for a few days. It's dropped into my lungs, and it's, again. And it's not a pretty thing. But anyway, so it's 7:04 at night. We did not go to the campground. What's the name of the campground?
SOBO stands for? It's
Hold on.
capital.
I got this.
Here.
Hold
No,
on.
you made
No,
me take
I
it
got
out.
that.
You better read
I
mine.
got it
You
right
haven't
here.
read that since the first day.
I have two. It's right here. Sobos. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's upside down. Sobos Campground. We were going to stay at Sobos Campground in scenic South Dakota. That's the name of the town. But it was in an open area on a bluff and out in the open. Jane saw that the weather was going to be thunderstorms and a little bit of wind. We've had, well, actually today, we've had 30 to 35 mile an hour gusts. But she canceled and actually asked if we could stay at Hart RV Resort for an extra day overnight. And we're glad we did. We are parked with our rear end towards the wind, so the wind's coming directly down here. This is the back of the camper, by the way.
Just happens to be.
Yeah. And we're sitting here watching TV. We got TV going here. We're watching some YouTube videos, and we're sitting here tonight. The wind is 25 to 30 miles an hour, but it's actually coming in behind us. So it's not like it was the other day. 60 mile an hour winds rocking the camper back and forth. We hear the wind every once in a while. It's a little unnerving only because of that, because we hear the wind. Yeah, PTSD has set in. But it's going to be a good night. We've got some thunderstorms coming through tonight. We saw some pretty hefty thunderstorms that were supposed to be coming through. We've heard some thunder. Haven't seen any lightning yet. We can hold off on that. I'll put in my order for holding off on the lightning for now. But it was a great day. We cleaned out the septic. We picked it up. We filled the tanks with water. Jane did laundry today, and we're just relaxing. We're relaxing. We are relaxing sitting here. We're really relaxed. We're really relaxed here. But yeah, it's going to be a relaxing night, not having to worry about the wind up on a bluff, that type of thing. And we can sit back and have an enjoyable evening. And then we'll get right on the road tomorrow. There are supposed to be 10 to 12 mile an hour winds tomorrow with gusts to 20, 23 miles an hour. I don't know what direction, whether it'll be from the side or not, but once we're on the road, we'll see what it's like. We've got about 200 and something miles to go tomorrow, 228 or something. We're going to the tractor museum. Yeah, we're going to the tractor museum, the South Dakota Tractor Museum in Chamberlain, South Dakota. Yeah, it's a Harvest Host. So we'll hopefully have a nice, enjoyable drive, a nice, enjoyable evening and afternoon, and we'll get a chance to check out the Tractor Museum, because I live for that. I can't.
Don't make fun of it.
I'm not.
It's people you don't live for. But
No, but you think about it, coming across,
where you grew up? Yeah.
right, well, coming across the northern part of our country and seeing the equipment, the many, many, many pieces of equipment that are needed to maintain the fields and farms, it's absolutely incredible. And, to look back and see what, I'm sure the Tractor Museum has, antique tractors, I'm sure up through, the current day. And it's just interesting to see what they've used. And I really am looking forward to it.
Okay.
I am.
Okay.
What? I am.
They had tractors at the Potato Museum in PEI. You didn't see
Yeah.
that.
Jane didn't want to go. So
No, I'm talking about the tractor portion.
at Prince Edward Island, Jane did not want to go to the Potato Museum. You'll be able to see that right here if you look at. I'm going to post that right up here so you can actually follow along. But we went to the glass houses. Yeah, I'm not sure if that was after. Yeah, that was after the bottle houses. They were beautiful, but the highlight of the trip was the Potato Museum. And one of the things was not necessarily the farm equipment, but the museum that actually had a lot of information about the local community for the last 100 years. And it was great. It was fantastic. You'll have to look at the video and see it. Have you ever been to a place that you never really thought you would enjoy, but once you got there, you really did enjoy it, and it was maybe outside of your wheelhouse, put it down in the comments. Let us know. Maybe we'll go there someday. Check it out. Thank you. Have a nice night. I'm going to bed now. Actually, I'm going to sit down and have a cocktail.